So if they want to flip back, then that's great. Right. If your feet want to kind of roll out, then beautiful. Every breath, I want you to just feel like you're letting just 10% of that tension around your knee dissipate.
It's really hard because I feel like I'm like going to lose my balance.
Yeah, okay. I'll stand nearby, so if you need to grab me, you can grab me.
I feel like I'm...
Do you feel like if you put your legs a little bit wider, that'd make it better?
Maybe, I don't know.
Go for it. You do whatever makes you feel the most
Yeah, that's
relaxed.
probably better.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Just let that tension just dissipate. If breath helps, then great. If that's not helping you, then hey, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Just got a bit of a
falling
sway
backwards.
on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right.
Got the backwards falling bit.
Yeah, that's okay. You probably haven't been in this kind of position for a while either, so your brain and
Yeah.
body's trying to go, well,
Yeah,
how do we
yeah.
balance here?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah?
Yep. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's all right. And just like when we're a child trying to figure out how do we find that balance point, it'd be like that when we've got a new position that we've not hung out in for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Right? How's that feel around that leg?
Well, these are all. I feel like all the muscles are working so that I don't fall over.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realise that.
Is this leg doing the same thing?
Not as much.
No.
No.
All right, well, let's see. I don't want you to fall over. I want you to use that leg to do that. So I want you to kind of shift your weight over to that one there. Make him do the work, or her, whatever you want.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
Yep.
So think about how that feels, right? You know, what are the muscles doing? You know, how it kind of feels. And I want you to translate transfer your weight back over onto this leg. I want you to try and get it to feel sort of similar. If you can't, you can check back in onto the other leg if you need to just kind of get a bit of a, how did that feel? And then just try and come and replicate it.
Yeah, that's about where I feel like I'm not going to fall over.
Yep.
Because this guy's doing all the work.
Yeah.
And that's probably about there, where that's not doing anything.
Not doing anything? Cool. I just want you to shift your weight back and forward just like you were there. Oh, you get that nice and flowy. And now stop thinking about what's happening in your legs. Keep the movement going. What are you doing for dinner tonight?
Don't know. It's always a last minute decision.
On a Saturday or just every night?
No, it's Saturday. It's always, who cares?
Yeah.
What time is it?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
What's left in the fridge type thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me as well, most importantly, we didn't even put this before we even started, but we're having drinks after tonight as well. So if anyone's free, we'll go across the road and have some beers if you're free as well.
Sounds good.
That's good. You're welcome
Yeah,
to join us, Sarah.
That means I don't have to go home and write
go
reports. Yeah.
Yeah. Just get you a little bit relaxed and have a boogie on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. How's this all feeling at the moment?
I'm feeling very fatigued.
Yeah, fatigued.
Yep.
Haven't done this in a while.
This is like starting to shake.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So interesting that it feels kind of deconditioned when you relax it more.
Yes, it's very
Yeah.
odd. Yeah. No, it's not happy now.
Not happy? And by not happy, what do you mean by that?
It's all kind of wobbly. Feels
Yeah.
like I've only been working on this leg and
Yeah.
this one's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But this is the one you're tensing all the time.
Yeah.
but this one's having a stronger workout,
Yes.
and the muscles are probably working
Yeah.
in a different, more efficient way, maybe.
Maybe.
But we don't know necessarily for sure in your mind. What I think doesn't matter right now, because that plays out. I think you need to experiment with some of this
Yeah.
to start to figure out, all right, what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, just center yourself again. Don't think about pandas. And we're going to do some squats. Don't worry about all the rules of squats. So you've got to keep your chest up and blah, 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 blah. I want you to go down, all right?
Yeah.
As deep as you want, but whatever's the most comfortable way to go down. All right, in terms of not that feels the most safe.
Yep.
Where's just the least amount of tension just to kind of go down. You can kind of go into a frog position if that helps, where your hands fall forward towards the ground. Good. And then just breathe out and come back up. Cool. How's that face?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I like it. All right. And we're going to go again. Good. And then back up. Cool. As you go down, actually put your hands down.
Hands down.
Like
Okay.
that, yeah. Beautiful. And then back up again. Good.
Okay. That's not happy.
Not happy, you can feel that a little bit. All right. Take a breath for a second. Cool. Now, in terms of, like, there was a certain point you got to and it just doesn't like that
Yep.
as well. If you're happy to, we're going to go down, we're going to hold it.
Okay.
Right,
Yep.
down in that kind of bottom position. So you can use your hands as much as you want. All right, down in there.
Yep.
And then we're going to do some of the breathing whilst we're down there. Okay, so we'll head down. Good. Good.
No.
Yeah. No, you can come out of it if you're kind of really, really uncomfortable there.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
And up you come if you like. Yeah, so really, that bottom part really, really uncomfortable. That's sort of what you're going through right now.
Yep.
Is that right? All right. I'm going to put, or you can use this chair. So we're going to do the same sort of thing, but you can kind of go down, control yourself right down to the chair, and then you can use the chair to take that load off. All right.
Okay.
And then, yep. And you can use your hands on the floor if that helps. All right. And just hold yourself there. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to push your knee out towards my hand. Okay, good. And just some deep breaths now. So I want you to keep breathing. I can see how tense
Yep.
you are right now. All right. I want you to try and let this just relax as much as you can. If it falls back in, that's fine. I want you to let those knees relax. All right. If you want to put more weight on the seat, you can put more weight on the seat. You can put more weight in through your fingers. All right. Just let your knees relax. The longer you're here, is it getting worse?
No, it's okay.
Is it getting better? Is it not
Yep.
as bad?
No, it's not as bad.
Okay, good. I want you to think about what you're feeling in your knees right now, in your left knee, or your right knee, sorry, to begin with. And how does that differ from the left knee?
They both feel the same. My left knee isn't hurting me.
Oh. Is that what you were expecting to happen?
No, because you've told me to relax them. I don't feel anything.
Right. If you go back to your rules right now, so if you were to try and tense them and just do what you normally do,
Yep.
tell me what happens.
This, like sort of on the outside here,
Mm-hmm.
is that kind of pinching, stabbing. It's moving kind of down through here and through the front.
Right. Okay, and then if you go back to trying to relax that knee again. Use some deep breaths if you need to, whatever you've found helpful so far. And what happens?
It's going away. The pain is going away,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I've relaxed it enough.
Yeah, that's right. Just try your strategies, whatever you find works. So either don't think about pandas, breathe a little bit more, just let it flop.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gone away now.
I see a little bit of control there right now over that pain.
I have.
That's interesting, isn't it? Now, I want you to think about that feeling right now, just that relaxedness as you've got. And all I want you to do is just push your feet into the ground and stand straight up. That's it. All right, don't think about it, just feet into the ground and stand up. Good. And what happened just then?
Nothing. It was okay.
That was okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's do a few more. You just go down into that squat position with the chair behind you. Get down nice and deep. And then just push your feet into the ground and back up. Good.
It's okay.
Try a few more. Now without your hands touching the ground, so you just kind of go down. What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. That's good.
That's good. Not what you expected?
No.
Right.
And I feel like these guys are doing all the work and not everything.
Right. So the muscles that are probably most responsible for getting you moving in the most sensible way, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, what do you make of this? Have a seat.
I guess the logical conclusion is that I need to relax.
Right.
And nothing happened when I wasn't
No, it didn't.
grabbing everything.
No. And I think this is just like one little bit of credible evidence for you that perhaps some of these symptoms are being driven by the amount of threat that you perceive to your needs.
Oh yeah.
To some extent.
Yep.
But then there's a whole lot of other things right now where you've been avoiding them.
Yep.
Where it's like, well, maybe that's the same sort of thing going on there as well. But we don't know that for sure. It's just kind of like, well, we've got some opportunities here to go, can we get control of some of these other things that you've been avoiding and, you know, that you'd like to get back to
Yes.
some extent?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. Do you want to have a little bit of a walk around again? But I just want you to think about that same sort of feeling that you've had with those squats, because you know, the amount of pressure and force going through your knees in a squat is significantly higher than when you're just walking around or standing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the amount of tension that you need for your knees, you'd think would probably be a fair bit less.
Less.
Anyway, right?
You would think, yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to have a walk around and just try and move your focus away from your knees, but just try and relax as you do it. Just go, what's the most kind of casual, easy way to walk around the room? You can kind of go down the back or whatever.
Okay.
Or to the front and do some ducking.
See, everything else is tired now. So I feel like if I wasn't doing anything, oh no, hang on a minute.
Look like you're getting a little bit more of that, like, you know, that 14-year-old schoolboy kick in your leg?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah. How's that feel?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit kind of, it's a bit lighter. I don't know, I
A bit
can't.
lighter.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard not to grab anything,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Can you imagine that's going to be really hard? You're
Yeah.
doing a fantastic job.
I still feel like though, that's going to go like that.
Yep.
It's going to go.
But it hasn't so
It
far.
hasn't, I know, but it feels like it wants to.
But it wants to, right?
Yeah. But I think that's just because it's tired.
Yep.
Talk about it like it's a thing.
It's a
It is.
thing.
It's got
That's
its own.
separate
It's got its
from
own
you.
mind. Yeah.
Have a seat. All right, so we've done a bit today, all right? And I'm sure you've got actually lots of questions going on in your head
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
And I think there's a part here where you probably need to go away and explore this just a little bit too. All right, so if I was to give you a little bit of homework, would you be open to
Sure.
doing that?
Yes.
What do you reckon that homework would look like? What do you think I would say right now to you to give you homework?
To be mindful that I am not following my rules, that I'm just not, I'm relaxed, more relaxed.
More relaxed.
Yeah. And try not to think about each step that I take.
Right. Right. To kind of see what happens, yeah?
Okay.
What happens if you did feel like a little bit of a sublux or a bit of discomfort?
That would be it. I
That'd
I
be-
wouldn't do your homework anymore.
You wouldn't do the homework anymore?
No.
Right. Right.
No, but if I would think that, but I know that I've got to. Like, if I come back tomorrow and I've dislocated it again, you're in trouble. If I walk, I can't get up the
Oh,
stairs
shit.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I understand the importance of trying to keep doing what you've just
Right.
shown me here.
Because you've had these rules, these patterns where you kind of like braced
Yeah.
your knees, right?
Yeah.
But you've still been getting, despite having those rules, you still get the subluxation sensations, but you also get that pain. That also seems to decrease, the pain seems to decrease. Right?
Yep.
And we're not so, and from my perspective, other than it being really uncomfortable for you, we're not so concerned about the pain. That pain doesn't tell us that there's more damage or anything like that.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Which is an interesting kind of concept, which we've got some evidence for you as well, that actually when we put you in a really loaded position down at the bottom there and you relax your knees, actually that pain
It's okay.
dissipates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was a real strong indicator that something structurally was really wrong, then that pain wouldn't go away.
Okay.
With time, it would just kind of build up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That would make sense,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
that structure's not changing.
No.
Like, we didn't change your movement, didn't change anything like that. We're just like, going, what happens if we relax and that pain starts to dissipate? And one of the things we do know about pain is dependent on the amount of threat and safety that we perceive in our environment. So consciously and subconsciously as
Yep,
well.
yep.
And so if all of our previous history has been like knee dislocations and we're kind of like really worried about, you know, if the alignment of our knees aren't quite right, then the threat's really high.
Yep.
If that threat's really high and we're more tense, then that tends to go, well, it makes sense to have pain as an experience to protect you, to stop you from doing that. But what's interesting is one of those things that seems to be influencing your pain is that tensing. But then you feel pain and you tense more.
Yes. Yep.
And then you still feel pain and it comes down your knee and you tense more. Which is an interesting sort of...
It is, isn't it? Okay.
So I'm thinking a good little experiment we can do is exactly what you've said. I think you've just set your own homework, is to go away. And I think just doing like even like those squats, you know, maybe just a couple of sets of 10 squats,
Yep.
where you try and just relax your knee and do the movements. Now, if you feel a little bit of pain, just stop, relax and reset, all right? Maybe even go down into where it's painful and go, all right, I'm gonna hang out in this position and see if I can just relax here
Okay.
and get control of it again,
Yeah.
all right?
Yep.
You might not find that you even have to do that, all right? But when you've been doing something for so long, it's very hard to kind of unwind that sort of behavior to
Yes.
sort of explore that.
Yes.
So I think that's a good little thing. If you feel a little bit of a sublux or anything like that, I'd say, I know that's unpleasant. I know that's not comfortable. Okay.
Yep.
But we're getting that with our previous strategy.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway. Okay. And so it's like if we can kind of decrease this, then we can kind of see whether or not the subluxations may even be because you were just tensing those muscles in a way that is not completely natural.
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't know that until
Yeah.
we've sort of tested it out.
Yep. Yep. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
you'd be open to exploring that. And it's the same with the walking. That's the other part of the homework, which is super easy because you get to just
Yep.
do that on the way out of here and to
Yeah,
the car
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yes, yep.
So how do I walk like a 14-year-old math student who doesn't want to be in class?
Well, they're usually running
They're usually running.
running
or you
away
can
from
run
their
if you want
class.
to.
No, oh,
All right.
no.
No. Talk
I'm
about
worried
it.
about getting down the stairs.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
all I was thinking about. Sorry, while you were talking to me
Okay,
then.
okay,
About how am I
cool.
going to get
I
down the
heard
stairs?
none of that.
No, I did. I heard you.
That's
I
right.
heard you.
They're
but
all thinking the same.
I was worried about the same. I was worried about the stairs.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll finish up. Do you have any other questions
No,
for
no,
me?
no, that's fine.
All right.
Yep.
Are you free tomorrow for
Yes.
even just like a half hour?
Yep.
We'll check in and we'll just see
Yeah.
how the 24 hours has been.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst everyone else goes for lunch, I'm going to come and walk down the stairs with you.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to do that as one last little thing to do.
All right.
Yeah, I've got
Yep.
an elevator right there, but screw that.
Yeah.
Making you walk
Totally,
down the
yeah.
stairs. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
No other questions?
No.
All
Thank
good?
you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Interesting.
Cool. All right, guys. What we'll do is we'll break for a half-hour lunch. If you haven't gotten your food eaten by that stage, just bring it back anyway, and you can eat it in here. And then we'll have a bit of discussion about everything and stuff like that. So whatever the time is now, so 1:15 would be ideal. Cool. Cheers, guys.